keep the on me, I leave you puzzled. Bang, I'm left the car, no on my knee, long her, done hair on her. That cavity, and I'm to her dad's salary. Saudi, are you on 10 yet? You know, she said,
we got London on the track.
Hey. Nigga, $2. With that cool cup, with that chula. With your jewels, with that cool cup. I need $2. I'm a new horse. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. Then give us back, yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on us and I'm gon' hack. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I'm married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. We each other, cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't with this for we got. Down to that. They don't take none of the artists.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. I know that it's difficult. I'm stacking this paper, it's sort of
What's up?
Part of the visual, but money you give me that's typical. I wanted it physical, $1 million I count up in intervals. Without it I'm miserable, don't wanna fall off so I'm all in my bag. Thinking God like it's biblical, I know it's gonna solve every problem I have. I bought on the principle, remember the teachers was all on my and all of a sudden I'm so good at math. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up. Count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up.
You
count
are
it up,
really good.
Count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die. Oh no, don't stress. Big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give up if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. with sweat dripping down your face, cause the mission was last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep last time that I checked. I was selling in the smack, make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and come next last time that I checked.
I got the front and in the back. We on the way and that's a fact. This real, this ain't rap. Where everybody wanna act pro-black. The last line you heard, this ain't that, this that. I didn't, made it out the gutter. Nip told you the middleman. I told you wearing they clothes, I wear my own. Y'all get on y'all label, I own my own. Hey, Mill, I remember all that game you thought me. Round and kid played by the label owners. Talk that to these Adrian Broner, but secure the window, don't let the game fool you. Cause when it's game over, it's really game over. And all they do is play the game till it's game over. And you be giving game like a big brother mission, never let them take it from us.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep last time that I checked. I was selling in the smack, make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and come next last time that I checked.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Orlando Magic. Orlando controls the tap.
Hey, locked up.
Paul Millsap with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Knicks with the basketball. To Dennis Smith Jr. Fires the three. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Screen from the left.
Isaac to Vucevic. Has a look. Cleans it up. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Smith into the front court. Leads one. To Rozier. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Fultz with the basketball. They're down 3. Driving right to the basket. Can't get past the defender. The Knicks clear the board. Smith with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And he finishes at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Orlando ball. Markelle Fultz. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Jonathan! Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
To Dennis Smith Jr. In the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Fultz into the front court. 5-point game. It was right there. Paul Millsap rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Vucevic, that's no good.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
To Vucevic. Gordon to Fultz. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Markelle Fultz. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Rocking the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
It's Orlando's ball. Here comes the screen. Fultz to Aaron Gordon. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Fournier to Fultz. Gordon. 5 to shoot for Orlando. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Leads 5. To Dennis Smith Jr. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To Rozier. Nice finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Fultz with the basketball. Right now, down 7. They work it down to Gordon. Paul Millsap able to recover with the block. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Nikola Vucevic has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 72%. Nope, first one does not go. knocks down the second after missing the first. New York in control of the basketball. Smith to Rozier. Screen coming. Jonathan Isaac tips it. Nikola Vucevic. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Fultz into the front court. Margins 8. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Markelle Fultz. Smith now into the front court. He'll run the offense. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Jonathan Isaac, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second.
DJ Augustine.
To Rozier.
I'm here.
Aaron Gordon swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Isaac.
Pick coming.
JaVale McGee.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Substitution being made in this one. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
DJ Augustine at the line for 2 shots. A career 86% from the line. First one goes down.
For the Knicks, number 55, Bobby Portis.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Rozier. That's out.
Go time is go time. Substitutions, New York. Substitutions, Orlando.
Fournier to Fultz.
1 minute remaining.
Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Orlando has it. Markelle Fultz. Isaac. Oh, he had him there for a second. Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Isaac to Fultz. Isaac to Fultz. Big finish at the rim. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 55, Bobby Portis.
That ball's out.
All right, let's bring the fire.
Substitutions. New York. Entering the game for the Orlando Magic. Number 5.
Isaac to Mo Bamba. Paul Millsap with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Cruises inside for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Here's Orlando with the basketball to Mo Bamba. Fultz. Sizing up the defense. Short jumper won't go down. To Rozier. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Isaac to Mo Bamba. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Colin Sexton. Here comes the screen. To Colin Sexton. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That won't go. To Fultz. Markelle Fultz. 2 of 4 now.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Colin Sexton. Not going down for him this time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Millsap. And look out. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Beyond the arc for three. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Count the basket at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Magic basketball.
Here comes the screen. Here comes the screen. Here comes the screen. Hand up.
Shot by Fultz, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Steps through and scores.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nothing going here on that drive. Isaac. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Has a chance? Not that time. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Knicks entered halftime with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks. The Magic have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Field goals.
The New York Knicks are keeping things simple, just making their shots. Easier said than done, of course, but it doesn't take an expert to know shooting more successfully than your opponents translates into wins.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
With that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Rozier into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
When you have cold shooting like this in the second half, you have to find other ways to score than just relying on the three-point shot. Maybe try turning that corner off that PNR and getting to the rack.
Double, double, double.
To Millsap. Smith. Count the bucket for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Double team, double team, double team.
To Millsap. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good. To Fultz. The jumper's off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Magic have it. To Gordon. Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Millsap. For 3. That's how you defend.
Okay. I know you were knocking down everything in the first half, but that's not the case so far in the second. Maybe it's time to start executing your offense.
Good look that time, but off the mark. To Rozier. Works it. The drive, right to the basket, off the assist.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Nikola Vucevic. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Old school equals high percentage.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Magic owned the possession. Markelle Fultz to Aaron Gordon. Off the mark. Probing the defense. To Dennis Smith Jr. Count the basket inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Fultz to Vucevic. From the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Orlando ball. Gordon. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Stepping in for the Orlando Magic, number 14, DJ Augustine.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Smith. Here's a chance from long range, off the mark.
This always happens. You knock down a lot of shots in the first half, and in the second half, you start to lose your rhythm. You need to have legs. Shoot at the pinnacle of that jumper.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second.
Hey, give me the ball.
And count the basket.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
It's Orlando's ball. Fournier to Vucevic. Yes, Aaron Gordon. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Hands up. We got him. Trap. Keep him here.
To Dennis Smith Jr. And the basket good at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Nice pass to set things up. Isaac. Deep left corner. Jonathan Isaac. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Millsap. Not getting the bounce.
As a team, they were on the absolute tear in the first half. But guess what happens during halftime? The defensive team makes adjustments, and it looks like it's working out.
Isaac to Fournier. Terrific vision. Can't connect from inside. Rozier with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Gordon can't connect. It's no good. The possession lies with New York. To Dennis Smith Jr. Lets it fly from long range.
To number 00, Aaron Gordon. That's his first.
Thank you. Nyan Raza.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good.
Substitutions, New York.
Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Orlando has it. To Gordon. Mo Bamba. For 3. Buries it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Augustine with it up top. His guys down big. Nice pass to get things going.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
For the Orlando Magic, number 23.
In the front court, it's Augustine. Down a bundle to Mo Bamba. Five to shoot for Orlando. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Rebound claimed by Orlando. Augustine with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. JaVale McGee sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Augustine with it up top. He'll run the offense to Mo Bamba. Short jumper off the mark. Possession lies with New York. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
Another chance. Smith with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
And he burns them.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Mo Bamba. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
New York Knicks basketball. Sexton to Dennis Smith Jr. Takes stock of the floor. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Second effort. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Fires the three. Not easy.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
To Mo Bamba. JaVale McGee pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
JaVale McGee with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Dennis Smith Jr. trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Won't go down. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Wes Iwundu has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 72%. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. He'll let one fly from half court. 3 quarters down, the Knicks are way out in front. It's Magic basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
Here comes the screen. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Aaron Gordon at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Off the mark on his free throw. To Rozier.
My ball. Up, y'all. Cut it.
Smith to Rozier. Here comes the screen. Smith to Rozier. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. To Fultz. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Aaron Gordon, a couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Curling inside. Why even blocked away?
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Had a chance, but it's no good. Markelle Fultz. Down low, it's Gordon. To Mo Bamba. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Sexton.
Here we go.
Screen coming. Finish that. Fultz to Mo Bamba. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. Into the front court comes Smith. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Julius Randle. And the finish at the rim.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. Time to shuffle things up.
For the Orlando Magic, number 00, Aaron Gordon.
Fournier. To Aaron Gordon. Isaac to Fournier. Trying to cash in. Evan Fournier. 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Smith to Millsap. Beyond the arc for 3. Taken by Vucevic.
Defense, let's go.
Markelle Fultz. Paul Millsap snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Hands up, hands up.
to Millsap. To Dennis Smith Jr. And a putback slam.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Fultz to Gordon. Julius Randle rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
8-second violation. It's going the other way. Fournier to Aaron Gordon. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Millsap to Colin Sexton. They go down low to Randle. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Rebounded by Orlando. Gordon to Fournier. Gordon to Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. 4 out of 10.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Knicks with the basketball. Sexton. From long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Here comes the screen. Markelle Fultz. That is great vision to set it up. Runner here won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Smith. Active hands to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Neely Kina for 3.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number
1. Oops, he missed the first one. That one won't go. One more to come.
number 23.
Hits that one to go 2 for 3 on the trip. Here's Orlando with the basketball. Fultz. To Gordon. Has a look. Gordon shoots, can't connect. Neely Kina into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Dennis Smith Jr. That pass stolen by Orlando.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. To Millsap. Here's a chance from long range. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Fultz with a shot off the mark.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Smith to Julius Randle. Lets it fly from long range. Can't get to that. Slams it home on the putback.
Ooh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Magic basketball. Markelle Fultz. They work it down to Gordon. No, I missed a short one there. Jumper's good.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Nothing going here on that drive. Ntilikina to Millsap. 4-3. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Fultz to Vucevic. Going to launch beyond the arc. And it's Randle there to take down the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Gordon. And a throwdown.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Ntilikina.
What's cut?
To Dennis Smith Jr. Fires the three. The Magic with the rebound. Fultz with the basketball. His guys down big. Screen coming. Markelle Fultz to Vucevic. Fultz to Aaron Gordon. Fires the three off the iron. No good. To Ntilikina. Smith now. Rebound taken by the Magic. To Fultz. Here comes the screen. Shot from in close, no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
To Millsap. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Oh, Millsap able to recover with the block. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it.
shot, Will.
And he hits the second.
Subbing in for the Knicks,
And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. In the front court, it's Augustine. Down a bundle. Gordon to Vucevic. Slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Beyond the arc for 3. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Tough make through traffic. Desperation shot here from half court. It's a victory for the Knicks as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks came away with the victory in this one. And these are the kind of highlights I love to see. Check out the defensive effort that turns so many shots into really embarrassing moments. Check out the leading scores for the New York Knicks. The Magic didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Blocks. Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games for the New York Knicks. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
I've been going and going like the Energizer. Yeah, I'm supplying no like Elijah. In the cut, no, might run a compartmentalizer. They say life is a and if that is the case, then I'm finna surprise. And no, I am not an advisor, but I do advise you to pay attention. Never need to mention I'm the
Professor Live. What's up, everybody? Professor Live. Today we're going to be checking out the one who was just in serious attack mode. Several dunks throughout the game. We got to check it out together. Let's get into it. Whew. Looked like a dunk contest tonight. The one could not be stopped from getting to the rim. Shout out to all the viewers. Appreciate you checking out the reactions. For more videos of the one, just get to the rack at will. Putting on a show like this. Stay tuned.